Karma is a Sanskrit word that points to a particular understanding, a particular way of describing the soul or your relationship with life. And as that word has transitioned from its home base, if you will, in India, into the Western culture, like any word that moves from one culture to the next, it becomes infused with, and it adopts certain connotations that are peculiar to the new cultural environment. So if karma has to do with the kind of relationship that we have with life in the biggest, most impersonal, most cosmic sense, when it comes into the West, it becomes infused with this understanding of life or God as being a judging force, that life is keeping track of what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong, and is meting out punishments and rewards accordingly. Which is why when I recently was swimming at our local YMCA, and I left my swimming goggles there and realized it a day later, these wonderful swimming goggles, and I wanted to go back and get them to the lost and found, figuring they're not going to be there. And the gentleman behind the counter said, "Oh, come back here. We have this giant box of towels and bathing suits and flip-flops and all kinds of things." And right on top of the whole pile, there were my goggles. "Oh, my goggles." And he said, "You must have really good karma." Again, just part of his everyday speech. You must have good karma, meaning you did something really good to have your goggles be returned to you so easily. But karma has nothing to do with punishment and reward. Karma, from a spiritual perspective, from a mystical perspective, points towards a relationship with life that is one that is less a courtroom and more of a classroom. That karma is a mechanism, not of meting out punishment and rewards, but rather of structuring experience in such a way that it facilitates the deepest learning, which is learning who you really are, who I really am. The learning called awakening. Karma is the mechanism by which life organizes itself, presents the optimum conditions for your awakening. And those conditions are precisely keyed, precisely structured for your idiosyncratic psychology and for your unique soul's journey. Karma is the pathway whereby we experience the optimum conditions for awakening. Now you may hear that and think, these are the optimum conditions for awakening? The situation seems dire. Things don't seem to be going that well. And from the karmic perspective, yes, these are the optimum conditions for you to realize there must be a better way to live, and that better way begins not by controlling the outer environment, not by manipulating the outer environment, but by retuning, by recalibrating, and by transforming the mind, the heart, and the memory track.